Well, good luck, Ace.
And really, for that matter, the proof is in the pudding. That find hiding spot there being a failure. Fletch, thinks it's pretty hard to find hiding spots at all. Really looks particularly bare in this particular approach. We'll say a -2 to stealth rolls.
Well, still 10.
Yep.
I'm going to say for this one, I will have brought these scoped 22 and 2 clips of ammo, however much that is. 2 magazines.
Okay. Let's see.
Wow, Jax.
Each of those, I would say it was actually a 10-shot capacity.
Okay, so I just bring the rifle and 20 rounds along with my other accoutrements.
That should be a -2 because he doesn't have stealth, and then another -2 for
He still did
situation.
fine.
But he rolled a 10, so...
Meanwhile, Jack's there, who
Jax
was supposed
rolled a
to be
1.
competent. Yeah.
Yeah, then I suppose I'll roll out. Yeah, maybe it's the whole, neck injury that he sustained. Maybe it's the whole fact that Breaker died in front of him.
He is far too enraged to be cautious at the moment.
That, he sticks out pretty... It's a dark suit of massive armor. I also need to bring his slightly injured token onto the field, so, yeah, that sticks out pretty readily. And all of you three, though, can choose to separate yourselves from a bit, because, he looks at himself, and he looks at Artesia, and he looks at the sky, which is daylight, and he's like, there's no way in hell.
Fuck it.
You three separate from me. Go into town. I'll try to attract attention. I would like to... And, he begins to, clench and unclench his gloved fists.
Shit. If you're just gonna walk in, I'll walk with you.
That's the most badass thing I've ever heard.
Jack
Let's
shakes
do
his head
this
and
fucking
says,
metal style.
If any of them are in position, you would be better off taking them out, particularly if they have guns. I will end up being a distraction in this instance. It'll help get the job done quicker.
Optimus Prime. Alright.
Why can't he be a dwarf? Why can't that be a dwarven voice? Why do they have to be Transformers, Ryan? Is it because of Starscream?
I don't know, they just remind me of Transformers voices. I'll be kind of sneaking along in the tall chest-high grass off to one of Jax's sides, watching for
Ace will follow
potential
you.
shooters.
Trusty Tony's gonna follow along, but he doesn't know He doesn't know what actual stealth is. He just happens to be stealthy.
All right. Jax begins to stride pretty much along that fucking road, 40 that leads right into Artesia. Hefting the M4 casually, dangles like a child's toy. Ace has his Beretta M9 drawn, approaching towards the town center. And really looking at the town itself, it looks as if it was a ghost town, like it was as when you first arrived and began scouting this area initially, ever so long ago. There's still the massive pile of flammable materials in the town center near the remnants of the trees and the artesian well, which thankfully is still operational, because water has been inconvenient to obtain for you folks.
Yeah, small favors.
Yep. That in mind, looking around the town hall, doesn't look like there's any activity. Looking at the jail, however, there's a refuse pile that's near the front door, at least at this distance, and there also appears to be two, you'd say maybe they were 13, 14-year-old girls, each of them also carrying one of those 22s. Who are standing guard of sorts, and one of them looks down the road and sees Jax, and, she screams. And, the other one looks, and she starts screaming, too.
There's a monster coming!
Jax, for his part, doesn't actually fucking, lift the M4 to shoot at them. He's daring them to try hitting him. He's looking at him look at him, bunch of fucking pisshead girls. Just striding down the road.
Hey, I'm just saying Girl Scouts are scary.
They have their marksmanship badges.
Is he wearing his raincoat and helmet?
Well, I guess, what do they do after they scream? Or do they just stand there screaming?
It's like a Potman or Zane thing. They keep screaming.
God damn it. We tripped the alarm. I knew we should have detected traps.
And Jax, for his part, and Ace is like, what the hell is he doing? Jax is...
Just shrug.
Yep. Ace looks at you. Should we shoot him?
How far are they?
I'd say maybe from this distance where you are, maybe 50 yards.
Oh, wow. No, watch for other threats, but keep an eye on them. They are armed.
Okay. Alright.
They've already started screaming, so it's not like we're going to keep them quiet now.
No. Jax approaches the edge of the town circle area just as the door to the town hall, bursts open. And, 3 others, they're women maybe between, 16 to 20 years old. They might be out of their teens.
Fucking jailbait town.
For Fletch? All
Thank
for
God
Fletch.
the jails are all closed.
Yes.
That's what you're thinking. Okay.
Let's see, they are all wielding knives. No guns for them. And they're attracted by the screaming. The lead one looks around the situation. She looks at Jax. And then, a mixture of, terror and fury, raises up, and she, lifts her knife, and she begins to run as fast as her legs can carry her at Jax. Which, for 50 yards, it takes her. It's gonna take her a bit.
Ain't that some shit?
Ain't that some shit, indeed. These folks are gonna be going last in initiative. At least the enemies will be. They are a bunch of untrained girls.
Damn it.
Still go before me.
Still go before him, yes. I don't know where I resorted that. You, Okay. You go first. Then you. Then there. And then add the cultist girls to the initiative roll. Which takes us first to Jax for declaring intentions. He doesn't even lift the gun. He instead, you've seen it because he declares intentions. He cocks his right arm back and twists it a bit, and with the left hand he gestures for the girl to come forward. Trusty Tony, the enemies are around 40, 50 yards away. That does matter. We'll say
I do have this.
We'll say 50.
I do have this lovely skill called Persuade. Maybe I could persuade them all to put their guns down?
You could possibly, yes. You would have to stop skulking around, though.
Yeah, let's try that.
Alright, Trusty Tony is going to emerge and attempt to diffuse the situation through his words. I will have you attempt to roleplay that. Fletch?
On one hand, it's I'm sure Jax could handle it, but I could also try to shoot her leg out from under her.
Ammo is precious.
If he gets taken down by a stupid little girl, I think, yeah, with the alarm raised and everything, I'm just going to be looking to move forward much faster.
Okay. With Fletch's speed of 20, he can rapidly close distance within a few turns.
So is this just, we're in the big open circle area?
Yeah, you can say that. You're off to the side, hiding a bit in it. Hiding off it because you were trying to keep stealthing. Whereas he was emerging into the center.
Yeah, looking to move up to, the corner of a building or something.
Sure, that's fine.
Or... yeah, that'll do.
Okay. Ace will You know, he figures that he'll let Jax... He'll, like, follow after Fletch, though not as fast. And the cultist girls, they're gonna do their thing. So, girl, you know, doesn't really even get to move that far. She'd only progress the rest of the way. Jax stands there. He cocks his right arm back and waves her forward in a gesture of come get some. Trusty Tony, it's up for you to roleplay.
We have defeated the evil one. His reign of terror over you no longer is happening. Please put the weapons down.
That was so good.
It literally had like
Shit, that was incredible.
That was the best thing ever.
I'm Trusty Tony. Put the weapons down.
you could trust me because
Wait
Wait a second, it's that motherfucker!
I'm gonna want a 1d10 plus intelligence plus persuade minus 8.
+2 for charismatic.
Sure.
That
I hope that was as disingenuous as it sounded. That's all I'm saying.
I think
Yeah.
it came out exactly the way he said it.
I think it did too. As in the girls with the 22s go, he killed the master! Get him! Fletch will relocate himself, moving incredibly fleetly, as he is fleet of foot, to a corner of a building, getting himself, we'll say, like 30 yards.
Yeah.
Ace will follow behind. You. Cultist girl who's charging ahead of the knife, gets herself closer. We'll say for comedic purposes, she's running pretty fast. We'll say she makes it there. And there's a dexterity check. She can't dodge that. What is his punch at?
Well, his punch at is a lot.
His punch at is a fucking lot, yes. It's D4 plus D4 times strength. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, 1d4 times 6. Weak punch. Maybe he didn't have his heart into hurting the girl. But he fucking slugs her, just right across the face. Woo! And let me go ahead and do a simple willpower test for the girl. She's inspired by the whole master and everything. No, she collapses onto the ground and looks up wide-eyed and fearful at him.
His heart wasn't in it, so he just broke her jaw.
We could have just killed her.
The other two girls follow along a bit slower, and then the two girls with the 22s fire at Trusty Tony.
Goodbye, Trusty
Let's
Tony!
hope they're as unskilled as it sounds, yeah.
They are. Both of them are misses.
They only have a 20% chance to hit.
They only have a 20% chance to have a chance of hitting
Yeah.
Actually,
before his
Well,
dodge.
9 or 10 out of 10, so 2 of 10.
All right.
Trusty Tony's pretty trustworthy dodgy.
All right.
Trustworthy.
I know what Jax is gonna do. Trusty Tony declaring intentions for round 2.
I really don't want to shoot a girl. I really don't want to shoot a girl. Trusty Tony's just gonna try again.
Fletch?
I'm listening. It doesn't sound like Tony's quite done, so I'm going to give him a chance.
Ace agrees with you.
So while Jax is beating up a little girl, Trusty Tony's like, no, seriously, please,
And I know
put your guns down.
To start screaming, it doesn't have to be this way.
I know what they're gonna do. Alright, so Jax's turn. Let's go ahead and get a strength brawling from you. Jax pretty much just picks her up by the fucking neck and holds her suspended in air.
Stop it!
And,
No.
looks around at the other girls with the knives who are coming at him. You know, oh, really? Look?
Bring it, nerds!
Let me, I think this is a warrant of a, we'll say
Bait check.
I would say an intimidation check would be, willpower and intimidation for real. And
Still
then this should
funny,
have
hold
a +4 modifier to attach to it. Okay. He actually rolled a 10 with that. Alright. So it's a +4 modifier, so that should be 16, and then that adds another one, so 17. That's 5th level of success. Alright. With 5 levels of success, I think those other girls who are gonna come at him with the knives are like...
Like, fuck
They
this.
skid to a halt. He starts screaming too. Trusty Tony.
No, seriously, it doesn't have to be this way. You can put your guns down, weapons down. You can trust me.
Can we
Alright.
get like a bonus for using Jax's intimidate on top of it?
Yes.
No, seriously, look at this guy over here. He's not even trying.
We'll say that instead of like a persuade check at like a -9, it'll be a persuade check at a -4. Fletch and Ace watch on in awe as Trusty Tony works his trusty magic.
Jeremy starts laughing.
The two girls with the knives, like, they like falter a bit and look at each other like, I mean, they were supposed to die, right? Yeah. The two girls with the 22s, shoot him! They shoot at Trusty Tony and miss.
You're gonna run out of ammo before you actually hit me, little girl.
Alright, new round. I know what Jax is gonna do. Trusty
Stop
Tony.
trying to hit me and hit me.
No, wait, I take that back.
Okay, Trusty Tony's gonna try a different tactic this turn. Trusty
Go
Tony's
on.
gonna try to intimidate them.
Okay.
We're
Now,
gonna
you
fucking kill
girl-
all of you.
Stop that, little girl, or I'm gonna come over there and do things to
I
you.
mean, Trusty Tony does know how to intimidate people, so it works.
Better than his persuasion.
Jordan, my God.
Fletch?
I'm taking over this session.
I'm going to voluntarily give up the round as he's just laughing at the situation.
Ace is with you.
Because this is ridiculous on too many levels.
I know what the coldest girl's gonna do. So, let me go ahead and make one more strength brawling check for...
Her
Jax.
neck just snaps in half.
Jax pitches the girl, like, and actually collides it into one of the other girls with the knife. The girl that he was clutching by the neck snaps her neck and dies. Just from the sheer force of the blow. The one girl who's wielding the knife falls prone and looks wide-eyed in horror at the girl who just died, and then at Jax.
He's kind of a big deal.
He's not even in Japan. Trusty Tony.
I can't follow that. I'm done.
Stuck
You,
about
you girls can keep shooting your guns all you want. I'll let this crazy guy over here just kill you. How about that? Does that sound good? You know what? I'll just leave. I was here trying to help you, but no. You guys, you girls have to go all crazy. Oh, he killed the master. Oh, he killed the master. Guess what? Now you're gonna die. Is that what you want?
Holy shit.
You're all dead now.
You can give me an intimidate check at a +5 bonus.
Finally, you make a good case for your role.
What?
The 4 remaining girls who are, 3 of which are not prone, they drop their fucking guns and go to, like, their feet, like they prostrate themselves on the ground. Combat is over.
Tony walks out of Artesia. He's done.
Tony just turns his back and walks back towards Fort Drake.
Good job, Jax.
Jax does like that slow, menacing walk actually towards the girls with the guns. They both remain coward, and he takes the fucking 22s.
You say something? You know?
Just thinking.
See Tony legitimately leaving?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Tony's gone.
Going to actually approach the girls and still holding the rifle in hand. Ask them, who else is here? Where's the brother?
Both trembling. It's actually the two girls who were holding the 22s were standing right by the jail. So they basically they point to the refuse pile that's near them. And as Fletch is now closer, Fletch can see that the refuse pile isn't so much refuse as it is human remains, including what appears to be a red felt fedora.
Wait, you killed him?
The master, he said that there was too many escapes, that it was unacceptable, and so he, she like shivers.
Okay. What about the prisoners?
They're still alive. All 5 of them.
5.
Yes, 5. Jax looks over at Fletch. Thought there was 4.
Guy said 4.
Jax looks at the girls speaking. Who's the 5th? He just arrived, my lord. We haven't seen him. We haven't been allowed to enter the prison jail. Please don't hurt me.
Yeah, my lord, apparently. Kind of chuckles at that.
I know Jax is like looking over you like the fuck.
I think you have your own little cult now there, bud.
Jax shakes his head.
But they're already bowing to you.
Jack shakes his head.
All
Points
of
over
your,
at Trusty Tony.
all of your child-throwing glory. What do you want to do with them?
Tony just shrugs.
Jax furrows his brows and he sighs and says, I know what Riggs would say.
You know, Riggs is an insensitive prick, so just kind of shrugs.
Riggs, Jax says, we should see how much food there is first, along with checking to see the exact prisoner count. Looks over. Ace, get over here.
Going to walk over, or motion to Jax to step aside for a second.
Jax steps aside. He's still
Over
holding both.
with the group rather than like
He carries, the rifles away as if they're little BB guns. The girls remain prostrated on the ground.
I kind of get what you're thinking, but we could tell them the master's dead, but that might not be completely true, and I don't trust these little shits not to start stabbing us in our sleep.
Ace says, I don't feel comfortable with killing them. Any more of them, Jax.
Oh, that was just an accident.
Jax says, no, it wasn't an accident.
Fletch just smiles like a knowing smile.
Definitely didn't meant to do that.
If we let them go, they're just going to bitch and whine to anybody they come across about this place.
Jax winces, I don't feel comfortable with killing any more of them either, I suppose.
Holy shit, what happened to death and destruction to everyone here? You people gotta stop talking to your victims.
Jax looks over and says, that was more for Riggs. I
Murder and mayhem await.
You were the one that said you wanted to come and bash heads in.
Right,
Yeah.
that was for Riggs'
Oh,
benefit.
let me guess. Before you realized they were a bunch of high school girls,
No, you
they can't
Definitely
even.
heard.
You would be doing them a favor.
definitely heard there were girls here. I remember hearing that. Women were involved.
Can't even anything. They can only odd.
Well,
Look, if they were... if they were boy children as well, he says it a bit awkwardly, I wouldn't want
Oh
to kill
god,
them
damn!
either.
This
this
in the middle
They
of the
were
fucking
boy
apocalypse, and you're
children.
gonna be sexist about who you kill.
Exactly, you're the one who's implying that I'm being sexist. I would not want to kill them, whether they were boys or girls.
So what do you want to do with them then?
Boy childs.
children.
Jax shrugs and says, well,
Well-
like I said, depends on how much food there is in the
Do
town.
you think they'll actually be able to contribute anything?
Do any of you girls know how to do anything like sew, plant food, carpentry, or anything else?
The answers to all of your questions are yes.
Are they lying?
The answer to all of that question is yes.
They keep, or they start saying yes, whatever. I'm just gonna look back and say, oh, stop your fucking lying.
They, they might have some basic skills and a assortment of things, but it's, likely possible that they are just as skilled and valuable as everyone else you've killed up to this point.
We're equal opportunity murderers. Come on.
Yeah, we've been killing a lot of people lately.
I'll ask them. Did any of you come from Boonesboro? The Boonesboro group.
Yes. All four of them.
Did they?
Yeah, as far as Fletch is aware, yes. They're from Boonesboro.
What's left up there?
They inform you that when last they left it, it was a ruined wreck. There were too many zombies. It was overrun.
Yeah, well, zombies don't use all the things you left behind.
Well, that they can't say to what exactly was left behind. They think that all the equipment and stuff was packed up pretty securely.
How many walkers were there?
You get a wide variety of exaggerated numbers from like 1,000 to 100,000.
You're all stupid. Okay.
None of them say 1 million?
No.
That's a weird thing to not exaggerate to.
Are we really considering taking in a bunch of orphan teenage girls?
Yes.
I'm not.
I mean, that's what Jax is thinking, unless you want to give them a gun with no bullets and say, "Hey, have fun."
Go play.
Here's a new party game.
It's called,
It's called Kill Your Friends.
It's called Russian Roulette, but this is not a revolver.
It's called You Get to Pick Which of You Lives and Which of You
Like,
dies.
we've only got enough food
Who's
to
quickest
take
on the
one of
trigger?
you. The rest of you, you all get to fight to the death to find out who lives. Look, we were basically... It was basically implied that we should turn away and get rid of 4 probably marginally useful people. What do you think we'll actually get out of this?
Moral superiority?
Yeah,
Hey,
Morel,
shh,
so...
quiet, Potman. If you wanted to talk about this, you should be here. You're not.
That's fair.
we haven't even radioed you guys.
You
They're
couldn't.
outside of the range.
Outside of range. Ace looks at Jax and says, "Look, we can just leave them alive. They might be able to survive. They might be able to find something else. We don't have to put them down. They have a chance, Jax." Jax looks at Ace fucking really.
You know as well as I do, that's bullshit. If we leave them, we may as well kill them.
And he says,
Whatever we do to them would be faster and more humane than what'll happen to them out there. Especially after we're about to take all their shit.
He says, but Jax apparently can't kill them. They need
Not
to have
only
a
that,
chance of some
we've got
kind.
5 prisoners as well as these 4 that we have to think about what we're going to do with. Like, sure, we could let them all go, but it's as much of a death sentence as anything.
Ace looks at Trusty Tony. What do you think?
What's to say the prisoners won't just kill the girls if we let them go?
I don't want to kill people if I don't have to.
That's
But food situation being what it is, we can't exactly take them in. It seems like the only real solution, even if it's still not very good for them, is to let them go.
Look, we don't know what the food situation will be because we don't know how much food is here. Jax looks at how much food is here, and the girls offer wildly. Oh, never mind.
between 1,000 and 100,000.
Well, in that case, we can.
Look, we'll answer this question ourselves. And Jax starts walking towards the town hall.
All right. There's
They
a
have,
jail.
if anything, too much food.
There's a
How
jail.
are we ever going to eat all this?
We're throwing all these girls in one of them until we figure this out.
Okay.
So while we're dealing with our other shit, I don't want them suddenly finding their balls.
Ace chuckles.